It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
And Trapz radio podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.
Talk to me about how you guys picked the cast, man. Did you already know everybody, or did you have auditions, or what was that like?
Well, we did when we did the play, I asked everybody from the play did they want to return. Mm-hmm. And the ones that said yeah, of course, but then I had to remove them around, because you have to look like you belong to that person, and the actual kid who played him in the play, he didn't want to, take on that challenge. He was like, no, I just want to, he was young, I got it. So we cast the role for David, and man, God sent He sent the angel, man. He sent, something that I could never imagine in my whole life. Mm-hmm. The perfect David, and Christopher Foster Jr., his name is going places. As long as I can, I'm going to be pushing him as far as I can take him. That man needs to be seen. That kid touched your heart, man. He touched my heart the first time I met him. And here's the killing part, man. Boodang didn't even know that was his cousin was casted. That's his cousin.
That's your cousin, bro?
That's his cousin. And he didn't even know because we was in rehearsal maybe 6 months.
How old is when y'all started
filming? When he came to the cast,
I think he was like 10 or 11.
See, listen to this.
I think he was 10.
This is the part that's crazy. The last little boy who was in the play, I told Duck I like him, man. He like, man, I got another little dude, man. He even better. I said, man, he not better than that dude, man. He like, man, he even better. I said, all right, man, whatever. Then Duck called me about 2 weeks later. He was like, hey, man, the little dude I told you who I got replacing the other little dude? I said, yeah. He said, man, he said you his cousin. I said, he did? Yeah. Who is he? When he told me, I said, oh, shit, I had forgot that my cousin was putting her son in like events. He was doing like little modeling and all that. So I forgot all about that. You know what I mean?
Basically.
Got him together. So, that was my first time seeing him in some years,
Hey, man.
Well, listen, man. Your little cousin is on his way.
He on
point.
What I'm saying? But this was impressive, man. Duck casted everybody. See, I just was waiting in the wings. Yeah. Duck was doing the work with the cast. He telling everybody how to do their lines, and he working with them, and he calling me like, dang, they gonna be ready in a minute, man. I'm telling you at rehearsal. And I'm like, all right, man, just let me know when it's time to bring them cameras out.
Right.
And when I did come out, I was like, man, I don't know, man. They ain't doing what you said they was gonna be doing. So we had to take it back to the drawing board. The pandemic happened, all that, but we eventually.
And look, I'm gonna say this. Let me add this to that. Let me say, listen, man. Dang, when I was telling him to come see it, because I know they're gonna be right. I knew we couldn't film until it's convincing. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm telling them you ain't gonna be right, they're gonna come right. They was more nervous because the camera's here. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, oh man. He said, man, they ain't doing what you said now. So I said, okay, we go back to the drawing board. Now I got to put it in their mind. I play every single character.
You got to get them comfortable in front of the camera. Baby.
Yeah, man. I play every single character. From Miss Ada to the kid.
Incredible actor.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this nigga was a hard
I
ass.
laughed so hard with Jimmy, dog. I couldn't stop. I was quiet like this nigga was out of his mind.
Man, this nigga was a hard director too, boy. This nigga make sure a motherfucker get it right. If you seen some of the behind the scenes, man,
looking at this shit,
this nigga cuss motherfuckers out.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Hey man, it's not.
We still nigga shit. The camera just recording, nigga.
I'm passionate about this project, but at the same time,
you was just doing the shit
you
right.
got to look convincing. I seen bad acting kill good movies, man. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I seen bad acting just destroy the movie. But I seen good acting.
Niggas gotta believe it.
I seen good acting take you to the end of a bad movie.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. At least give me that.
At least give you the good acting. And they did their thing, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
whatever the
man,
fuck
they
you
came
told them
right,
niggas,
man.
that shit worked, man.
Man, they came,
they
man.
did their thing, man.
They
did their
came.
thing.
And
And then, you know, we was, you know how it is when you movie making.
Mm-hmm.
You just, as you working, certain ideas hitting you.
Yep.
Oh shit, this will make that better.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Yep.
Oh, instead of doing it, listen, on the Belinda scene where she, you know, going through
That was her name. I was just thinking of
Belinda.
Yeah.
When she going through her struggles, right? The way she was moving, we had a real laugh fiend who was like, hey, hold on, if y'all could, you know, take a little criticism. She ain't got the mannerisms
She ain't acting like no dope
of a
fiend.
dolphin. She said she more acting like a drunk.
Yeah.
And she started breaking it down and consulting the girl on how to move around and turn into a real one.
First, Trapz exclusive, getting schooled by a real dope fiend. You know what I'm saying, my baby?
Yeah, she was in the real hood.
Hey,
She was in a real crack house.
hey, you think that house? You think we put that house
She was in
together?
a real crack house.
Nigga, we was in that house for real. Hey, there was real flies on
Real
camera, boy.
deal shit, boy. Detroit, nigga.
Flies getting the cameo in that bitch like.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it took that dope fiend changed that walk.
She showed did.
That walk, I think that's one of the best scenes
Man,
in the
shout
movie.
out
man.
Melinda, man. What's her
Alicia
real name?
Vernon, man.
Alicia Vernon, man.
She is
Alicia,
a
what
whole
other man?
person. She was a
Alethea.
blessing.
Hey,
Incredible
Alethea
actor.
Vernon.
Alethea, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, dog.
She dope,
She
man.
was a blessing, man.
Yeah.
When she came to the audition, I was like, the first day I said, you Belinda. I see because she has, oh man, her acting skills
You
are
can
so
tell
good.
she
and she's
passionate
not
about her-
exactly.
her
She's not
Because she
afraid.
in other movies
So,
already.
Yeah, but she's not afraid to play a harsh role.
Yeah.
She had the hair, she had the style, she had the clothing. She was prepared to take it to the gutter with me.
I know
Yeah.
it. She bossed up. Was like, nigga, I ain't doing it no more. Here we go, goddamn. Like,
But think about how
that hood came
think
out.
about
Nigga,
yeah. Think about how passionate of an actor though you gotta be to really go down through there like she did. You know
And
what I
I'm gonna tell you
mean?
something else about her. She's a one taker.
Yeah, she don't play no
You don't
games.
take no 3 times, no 3-4 takes with her. It's
Yeah.
one and done.
I used
She's
to
very
just be letting it
professional.
roll because she gonna stay into the character
She
the
is
whole
cold.
time. She
Talk
told.
about that for a minute, Boodang, man. Just capturing the moment. You know what I'm saying? And looking at this crowd, you watching the camera, but looking at the shit at the same time.
Listen.
Like, damn.
At first, I was, cause you know this is my first movie. You know what I mean? I done did a short film and stuff, but at first, I was like kind of critical of how I was capturing it, how it was kind of going. But when I get home and I would look at it, I would be like, this shit ain't bad. This shit is really believable, you know? But I don't know. It was something about like, I don't know, I guess just me, you know, when you on set by yourself filming, you trying to make sure everything is technically going right. At the same time, you can't just be like a person on the sideline like, oh, that's deep. That acting good. You know, so I'm
you gotta be
kind
on
of
point.
focused on this.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself as I'm looking through there, like, I don't know. But when I got home and looked at it, I was like, yeah, you know, it was parts that I wasn't satisfied with. We had to redo.
yeah.
And it was parts that just, I knew when we were shooting it, I was like, oh, this shit is happening. This shit it right here. So,
Let me
you
ask
know.
y'all this, man. When did y'all know? You know, like everybody know. Like when you like, all right, this the final cut. Like this, you know
So,
what I'm saying?
hey, it's crazy
When
because
y'all
for
wrapped up
real,
and shit. Like did y'all watch it once you wrapped
Yeah.
up and that, you know what
let
I
me
mean?
tell you for real how we knew, because we sat at my crib and watched it, right? We both, you know, lumped it out though, but we also at the same time, like, you know, we the one did this shit, so you know, like we don't have too much objective to, you know, we did this shit, we
did.
created it, so they let us have a viewing at the theater.
Yeah.
I remember you doing a promo for that.
Yeah, and when we went to the theater, you're talking about like before the actual
Premiere.
premiere,
Okay, yeah.
and we sat there and, you know, sat there and checked it out. And that's when I knew.
What was that? Like, I was like, nigga, that big ass screen, watch
Man.
some shit you directed, nigga, and acted and starred in and shit.
Man,
like,
bruh,
nigga.
the sound man, the man who was controlling the movie board for us, he was 70-some years old, man.
Yeah.
He was in
White
tears.
guy.
White guy.
It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
And Trapz Radio Podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.